Who's he gonna attack?
I'm with the Stuart Police K-9 Unit. He's one of two dogs that we have. He's really after himself. I've been playing with this one for about 5 years.
Do you have a wireless mic?
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah, but it's only for the inside speakers.
Oh.
You wear the bite suit.
You know what, Jamie? Do you want people to hear inside? I mean, if he would it work from that far? At least they can hear him talking in there.
He tracks anything from a missing person to a felon that ran away from us to young children. And also he runs our fines. Find marijuana, crack, cocaine, heroin, meth, any of those things. We can locate anything from seeing up to a kilo of it. Depends on all the No, that's fine.
Not, I'm more than happy.
For inside? Yep. Okay, I'll try.
Does it work any better?
Feel free to get up in there and videotape.
Oh, I was zoomed in, but now I'm zoomed into this guy.
There's somebody running away from us, and we have to go manually search from yard to yard. It takes a long time. And you know, different calls come in, we have to respond to different areas. If it's just me and him and I need a backup guy for me, just to make sure I don't get into some kind of situation. With the dog, I can't arrest anybody because my hands are tied up holding him back. So I use the second guy, what he does is he makes the arrest for us. But between the three of us, it cuts the time down and it cuts the manpower down. So we have more resources available to find people. So he's trained in German, English, and Spanish. Basically just, I don't speak German, I just know a few words that I need to tell him, and that's about all we need to talk about. Everything else is in English. So what I could show you right now is just a different equipment. I'll run it down for you what we have. And you can, once he gets put up in the car, you guys feel free to come up and grab anything you want, try it on, see how it fits. For the parents concerned, there's no live weapons out here at all. We don't do any demonstrations of that. You can grab and roll around if you like, just so you don't get it wet. If you see the thing standing up, that's a jacket, the pants. That's a suit that we wear, and it doesn't protect you from the bite. All it does is relieve the pressure. It's right around 1,200 pounds per square inch. It will break your skin. You will get bruises when he hits. But you can try it on. It's very hot, so just be careful with it. The next thing that you see is the most famous part of training. Relax. Bite sleeve. This is his favorite. Basically that end right there is for your left hand. You put your left hand in there and he just bites onto it. He wants to play with it, but basically you put this on. This is what we show for bite development. We don't spend a lot of time showing him how to bite because it's really one of the least amount of things he does. You gotta understand his behavior right now is like when kids go to grandma's house. They can get away with a lot more, and he knows he can get away a lot more because I'm not gonna really correct him in front of a bunch of people. So he'll get up, he'll walk around, he'll bite, he's got closer. But we try to teach him, hey, stay social, and that's our main thing. Is out here, he wants to get up and walk around and meet people. That's a plus for us. It's a plus for him. He doesn't really get to see people like this. Most of the time, he's in a different element of society. So we encourage it. Anyway, the other thing over here is a bulletproof vest that we wear. If you see our sleeves, our marked Police K-9, our back says Police K-9, our vest says Police K-9 across the front. The reason for that is we go tracking in people's backyards and you come out and you see guys dressed in all black. At least you can identify us really quick who we are. It's just for our safety and for your safety. I mean, we don't want you thinking somebody robbing your house when it's really us going through there looking for the bad guy. His vest that he wears says police down the sides. So if you ever see the dog out, it's working. If he has any equipment that identifies him as police, he's in some kind of work capacity. Talk about that a little bit more. Our cars say Police K-9 on them or say K-9 Unit caution. The reason we put caution on the windows is because little kids have a tendency to stick their fingers in and play with them. Well, the worst thing you can do is startle them. If they get startled, they just by nature, any dog is going to be protective. And if it means he scratches at the window or bites at the window, that's an issue you want to control. And also keeps him from breaking out of the window and coming out to assist you. The car, if you see us around town, the car's usually running. The reason the car's running is it has an AC system in it for him. It controls the temperature in the car. There's an alarm on there, and that's the way I got him out. There's a button here I push, and it opens the rear passenger door. In case of a situation where I need him to come to my side, I can hit the button and he'll come out to us. We're fortunate now that all of our even our backup car has that now. We had a problem one day where an officer had his K9 partner in a car that wasn't suited for a K9. It was just, hey, just drive this around as a backup. And he got into a problem where he suffered a severe concussion and the dog could not get out of the car. So, having 6 people kick you and your dog can't do anything, you traumatize him and you also traumatize the dog. But it made us aware that we need to have something where the dogs will be able to get out. So, I know to some people it gets upsetting that you see the dog sitting in the back, but if you look in there, it's a mat you're going to lay down. He has a water bowl that's about this big. He does have some treats in there every once in a while. You usually don't feed them when they're working just because you want to keep them stable. We do give them little bits of food. If I'm going to be out for a long extended period of time, we'll feed them small increments of food just to keep the blood sugar and everything normal. But the car is really designed for their well-being and their safety. So just so we just be cognizant of that next time you see us out. Now that the weather's getting cooler at night, we do turn the cars off and roll the windows down. All it is to provide them a safe environment for them to be in. If at any time our engine fails and the AC system fails, it has a built-in alarm system where we'll lower the windows and turn a fan on for them for about 15 to 20 minutes until the battery power. So I know some people get concerned about it, but they are pretty good protected. We're never away from the car more than like 20 minutes. If we are, we have a pager we can turn on in case something happens. It activates the pager. We know we have to get back to the car. As you said, it's hard for me to have a speech. It looks like I'm all over the place, but I found out it's the easiest way of doing it because people have their own misconceptions or questions and they want to get them addressed. So if you have any questions, please let me know and I'll try to answer them. Then I'll show you a little bit of obedience. The obedience is the most important part of the whole thing because we want to be able to show everybody we have control of the dog. We can send them out, we can bring them back to us, we can do a lot of things. Everybody's heard the word taser and guns and all that. Once we deploy those weapons, no calling them back. Or the dog, if I send them to fight somebody and they give up, we can actually recall them back. There's a point of no return when he's 3 feet from you. You understand you're going to get it. But it's one of the most useful tools we have. If you have any questions now, get it asked. Yeah.
How many years would he be working?
The question is, how many years do the dogs stay in service? Now our last dog that retired went to the sheriff's office for different reasons, but he ended up in the sheriff's office and the dog worked 11 years of his life.